And with more on the Leafs loss, we're joined now by our NHL analyst, Martin Biron. Marty, Halloween night, the Leafs looked as though they were in disguise in this game. You heard boos in the second period there. What did you think about their lackluster performance against the Kings?
Well, listen, the Leafs have done well this season. They were 5-2-1 entering this game. They had a road trip of 3-1-1, and they come home and they were flat. Maybe they got their sugar rush right before the game, and then they got the sugar crash when the game started at 8 p.m. But when I look at them, I just didn't see enough, especially early on when it comes to energy. Only 5 shots on goal in the first period. Guys fell all over the ice. There's 2 Leafs players that fell on that first goal. It seems like the ice was bad. The puck was bouncing. They couldn't connect on 5, 10-foot passes. And, the Leafs took advantage of that. But, the Leafs got a power play in the first period, 1 shot attempt, no shots on goal. A power play at 2-0 early in the second, 4 shot attempts, only 1 shot on goal. And then when they felt like they got going, you look at Kopitar, you look at Dano, you look at Pierre-Luc Dubois, how well they played defensively, how they tracked back, how they were able to neutralize the Leafs' top 2 lines in Matthews and Marner and Nylander and Tavares. So for me, it's just not enough juice. You needed to step it up in the first period, create your own energy. They just didn't do that until the very end, last 2 minutes when they started to push things around. So it just didn't have a good start time, and they crashed very early.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, they have been playing pretty well, but this, I don't know if it's a sugar coma or perhaps just a trap game returning home. But Marty, let's focus in on the offense, because we know when it comes to the Leafs' top forwards, the production's been there. But then the Leafs have just 3 goals from their bottom 6 forwards. So how concerned are you about the potential lack of depth here when it comes to offensive production?
Yeah, I'm concerned because there's certain games where you need your secondary scoring, and it can't always come from the D, so it needs to come from your bottom 6. And as you mentioned, only 3 goals. 2 were from Matthew Knies, 1 from Gregor. So you got 4 players in the bottom 6 that still don't have a goal. Now, you got a good chance here, but David Kampfe comes in, takes a shot, misses the net. Knies gets a good look in front of Cam Talbot, but it didn't go in the net. So not only did they not produce offensively, but defensively, the bottom 6 was -4. And on this goal here, the second goal ends up being the game winner. They were on the ice. So you've got to give support to your top 6, to your big guys up front when they don't have anything going. So you got to create that energy. You got to produce offensively. And if you don't produce offensively, you got to be airtight defensively. And the bottom 6 were neither of those things in this game when the Leafs really needed them to jump up and be able to handle the depth up front that the LA Kings have. And so I'm concerned. Look, it's early in the season and the bottom 6 may get themselves going. But when you have 0, 0, 0, 0 down the bottom 6, it's never a good look.
All right. And of course, the Leafs now look to regroup because they are getting set for a date with the Boston Bruins, who've not lost in regulation all season long. That game Thursday night. Marty, thanks so much.
Thanks.